Hello world, welcome back to Coding Scientist. Alright guys, let's take a look at it where we are. So we are following artificial intelligence and robotics using Jetson Nano and JetBot module. Guys, this is getting really interesting. Let's take a look at it where we have reached. I'm going to open my Word doc, my favorite manual. Alright, here we go. So we are on lesson number 13 and we are going to mount the JetBot camera assembly on the Jetson Nano, and we are also going to fix the Jetson Nano on the JetBot. So Jetson Nano is the brain. I am going to talk about Jetson Nano at a later stage in much more detail, but for now let's take out the board and the camera and the mounting point. In this particular lesson we will finish all these three together. So if you take a look at it guys, as I said earlier, some of you might have received a flat mounting point, and some kits comes with a tilt point. In my kit I got a tilt point, mounting point, so I can turn the camera up and down, but nevertheless it's the same mechanism and it's the same stuff. But most important thing you got to follow is this particular blue color or a green color acrylic board, a small piece of board which comes along with the camera mounting point. This board is going to be fixed behind this camera in this four holes. Okay, this is to protect the circuit from short circuiting, because your mounting bracket is made of a metal, aluminum, right? And if you fix the camera directly on the aluminum, when you switch on your JetBot, that might create friction and some kind of short circuit behind the camera. So to protect that, you have this acrylic piece. Do not forget, it's very important. If you miss this may damage your entire JetBot itself. So mount this behind your camera with 4 screws and then put it onto the slot. Let me show you how I did, and I'm going to talk about it in much more details. Alright, so there you go. So this is my JetBot with Jetson Nano, the complete assembly. So here you can see the camera, the way I mounted. You can see a green color acrylic in between the mounting point and the camera. This is the camera and this is the acrylic. This is the center portion is the acrylic. So you have to put that acrylic first, then place the camera on top, and then you have to use these 4 screws, 4 black screws you would have got along with your kit. 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 screws. If you take a look at, let me just keep it straight like this, so I can possibly tilt like this up and down, right? So if you can see, there are 4 screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to put that screw first on the camera, okay, from the front side, and from back you have to put the acrylic, and then you mount it on this particular bracket which comes with 4 holes. So there should be insulation between the aluminum bracket and the camera to protect from short circuit. So that's the objective, right? And another important point, your CSI port, this is called the CSI cable. So this should be towards upwards, okay? The camera positioning should be placed in such a way, it should not be upside down. It should be upwards like this. So the blue color ribbon has to be towards upside, okay? And then you have to mount this into your Jetson Nano CSI port. So now it depends upon which Jetson Nano you bought. Some of the Jetson Nano, the earlier version, comes with only one single CSI port, camera port, okay? This version, that is the BO01, comes with 2 CSI ports. So you can fix in any of the port. All you need to do is just move this, you have to just lift it little bit. Please make sure that you do not apply any force. It's very delicate. You just have to lift this and put this ribbon camera here. The blue color should be in the front. The blue ribbon, the blue positioning should be towards the front, okay, like this. Put this inside and then you have to press this tight, okay? Do not apply force. Be very careful. Do not apply force. This is very delicate in Jetson Nano. You got to be really careful when you are handling the CSI port, both the ports or a single port. All right, so overall the positioning of the camera should be like this, okay, like this. I have a tilt mechanism. I can lift it on top and at the bottom. And this is how I fix my CSI cable above the camera. The blue side should be in the front and facing towards up, and then it's connected to Jetson Nano here. The blue side should be in the front again. All right, and your Jetson Nano should be your USB port should be projected towards that side. And one more thing, guys, when I was assembling this kit, I realized that the Wi-Fi cable should be towards this side, because if I put one that side and one this side, as I showed in the earlier lesson, it's going to be pretty hectic to fix it inside. So I'm going to I had pulled both the wires towards this direction, towards the GPU, where your heatsink is, right, towards this. So take a look at it from all the angle. If you have the same kit, it has to be this side, okay, towards left, like this, okay, towards left side. So that in the next lesson I'm going to show you how to fix rest of the mounting points. That's an important lesson. For now, make sure that you have fixed your Jetson Nano. Now let me show you how to fix the Jetson Nano on top of this. So it comes with 4 screws here, 1, 2, and this screw 3, and the 4. So the Nano will be mounted on top of the brass nuts which we did at the earlier lessons. The brass sockets, do you remember the brass standoff? So these standoff, there are 4 standoffs here, 1, 2, and the 3, and the 4th one. So you have to just keep it on top of the battery after you fix the batteries here. Once you fix the batteries here, battery should go inside, and on top of that you mount the Jetson Nano with 4 screws. Do not over tight it, just a hand tight is enough. Again, this is a PCB board, so you got to be careful. So leave it as it is, and not to worry about the battery. This is going to be rechargeable, so it has to be inside permanently. Leave it as it is. So our build is almost done. So we are left with one more last chapter. We will finish that, and then we will be moving forward with rest of the build. Alright, guys, so once you're ready with this entire build of Jetson Nano mounted on JetBot with the wheels and the Wi-Fi mounts and stuff like that, we will proceed with the software build. So I am going to get back to you in the next lesson. That's a very, very important critical lesson. We are going to unmount the GPU and fix the Wi-Fi, the Intel AC card inside. Alright, stay tuned. Goodbye until then.